Welcome to the Board Game Snobs podcast. Critically harsh reviews with a touch of class.
And go.
Yes, this is the Board Game Snobs podcast. Welcome, all you people who listen to this show on a regular basis.
Much appreciated.
We thank you for being consistent,
Consistency.
not flaky.
No flakes.
This is Jerry.
Head and shoulders.
Don't make
Above the rest.
fun of Head and Shoulders, because I had to use that. This is Jerry, by the way.
Those that have hair do.
I have a hairdo, and I do. That the Head and Shoulders is good if you have dandruff.
Dandruff. Flakes from upon your head falling upon your shoulders.
Did you ever have dandruff?
Nope.
He didn't have hair. What do you mean?
Ricky!
How dare you? I had hair up until the age of 37.
Ricky, your beard has dandruff. I've never heard of that. Beard dandruff. Like your beard is flaky.
Have you scrubbed?
Really? Is it flaking? You guys got to tell me this
I
stuff.
gotta know.
It's not at this moment, but
I kind of noticed you've done, and I haven't brought this up.
I'm Gavi, the primary host. Speaking there is Jerry, and also Enrique. Say hello.
Hello.
That's our producer, and we're part of the Gateway Network, which is run by Ryan.
Now say that one more time.
The Gateway Network.
Yeah, you
Also on the Gateway Network is,
sheer boredom.
I was going to shout out,
I would like for him to do my hair and help me fix this dandruff with your beard. My hair.
Better Half Reviews.
Never heard of it.
Check out check out the Gateway Network. Maybe you'll hear of them.
Oh,
Now Ryan's fixing to reboot all this, so
Ryan is.
Better Half Reviews found on YouTube and Instagram. They're a married couple,
Oh God.
and they review board games apparently.
Another married couple. That
But I'm
review
a
board
little
games.
confused because the Better Half Reviews. Now, which one is the better half?
I don't know, but
It's
like,
whichever one you talk to is supposed to be the better half, because you always say, no, it's never the spouse. It's always somebody else. Bryce and Allison it says Bryce and Allison are pretty silly, cracking jokes and laughing with each other on and off camera. Gaming is actually what brought them together.
really.
And then they've decided to do reviews, apparently. Part of the Gateway Network.
They'll be divorced quickly because there's nothing that will cause your marriage and your
A few games of what's the one with all the cards that everybody plays? The card game. Oh my God, Reiner Knizia 2-player card game.
battle line.
A battle line. Yes, that's a good one. But also the one where it's like it's got 5 spots on the board, like blue, white, green, yellow, and like you go 0 to 10.
This is battle line.
No, it's not battle line.
Hot and shot and totten.
No, it's the Reiner Knizia.
Okay.
There's like it's everybody's like favorite 2-player card game. Me and Gina play it. It's a gold box. It's like your adventurers.
Gold Rush.
But the game
gold,
is
ink and gold.
The game is so bland because it's literally just cards of different colors you're playing.
This is a hard game.
And so you're playing in sequential
No,
order.
it's either a hard game or Gabi is having a hard time explaining.
You can
what
only
this
play
game is.
from 2 to 10, or you can play handshakes.
Handshakes?
Oh my God.
Handshakes?
Oh my God. Why are we a board game podcast?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never played this game.
It's like
What are you talking about?
Lost Cities.
Oh yeah, Lost Cities. There you go.
Oh my God. Lost Cities.
There you go.
Lost Cities,
That's
the
what I
card
said,
game,
ink and
will
gold,
end. It will end marriages.
It will.
It can.
I'm not gonna
Actually-
lie, he got me on handshakes.
If it does.
Handshakes.
If Lost Cities ends your marriage, you didn't have much of a marriage.
No, your marriage should at least be able to survive Gloomhaven.
Me and my wife have been married. My wife, not the wife. My wife.
I have the
Gina.
wife. I'm married to the wife.
Gina. You're married to a wife.
I'm married to the wife.
No, you're second or third or first.
I can't remember
You
what.
have to-
Actually, it's his 5th, but we won't. discuss
Listen,
that.
listen,
No, he drinks a fifth
Those-
to deal with his second.
listen. I don't count all those green card marriages. I helped those people. Have you ever tried to immigrate to this country? It's hard. It's really hard.
It's hard for those Russian models to get over here.
Tatiana, shout out to you. She's an insurance agent now in Chicago. She's doing well for herself, and I had a part of that. All it cost me was like a plane ticket from Russia, which is incredibly expensive.
Really?
During the winter. Don't travel to Russia during the winter. Don't try to invade Russia during the winter. Don't try to travel to Russia during the winter.
Just don't go to Russia at all.
And certainly don't try to get your semi-Russian bride out of Kiev during the winter. Kiev is not necessarily, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Oh, big announcement.
Oh.
Big announcement.
Do I know this?
You know this. The world knows this. We have been successful in the mission statement of this podcast, which was to put an end to the Dice Tower podcast, which has now been announced. They've only got a few episodes left.
That's right.
Mission accomplished. We've done it. It only took 4 years to undermine them.
We
slowly.
started 4 years ago, and the Dice Tower has suddenly stopped.
They've stopped. They will not inhabit the podcast realm because we have finally, through the means of subterfuge, which is like regular fuge, but underneath, we have been able to undermine their establishment. This is mission accomplished.
I thought it was Mission Impossible.
Do you remember like when Bush flew in on that aircraft carrier and he'd come in with the big banner said mission accomplished? The president. Remember President Bush? He'd come out and say, mission. I can't do a Bush impression. Mission accomplished. I can't do it. I can't do impressions very well.
1,000 pounds to light? No, that's Ronald Reagan.
That's Reagan.
What was the Bush statement?
I could do clip.
No.
I used to do clip pretty good.
Not gonna that. And that was Bush. Not gonna that. 1,000 pounds to light. No, that's almost like Ross Perot.
That was Perot.
Nobody knows what we're talking about right
Clinton
now.
was Hillary.
Hillary.
Monica. What's going on? No, I can't do it.
You're doing Bill.
I used to do Bill. I've been working on my Trump, but he's kind of got it's really hard.
Go.
He's got that
Huge.
no.
All I know is huge.
No, you don't do the huge. You have to like keep your mouth open and project.
Huge.
What that was a good one, Enrique. Can
Enrique
you do it?
doing huge.
Do it.
Huge.
No, Enrique.
Okay,
No.
we've lost it.
That was the worst impression ever.
You gotta waggle your arms like this. Huge. Worst impression ever. Okay, let's move off of presidential humor
Okay.
into something else.
Vice presidential humor. Do your best, Dan Quayle.
I don't even know who that is.
I had a question come
You're
up the other day
dumb millennial.
for a completely just a random question
This
I
is
had.
a board game podcast.
It's not really.
Yes, it is.
If you come here
More
for
or
your
less.
if you come here for board game content, well then tune in probably to the last 15 minutes of the show.
5 minutes.
5 minutes of the show. It might be a topic, it might be a board game. But up until then, nonsense. If you were to fall into a volcano,
okay.
how would you die?
In a burning.
Would it be fire, heat, asphyxiation, burning to death?
Well, what are you talking about? So no. Okay. So
We were watching. Will Smith had this new show on Disney Plus, very enjoyable, by the way, called Welcome to Earth.
Earth.
Will Smith
Welcome to Earth.
with Will Smith. It's a very good show. My wife.
Who hosts it? Mike Tyson?
No, Will Smith.
Welcome to Earth.
Do you not? Independence Day.
I know.
Welcome to
I
Earth.
know. Oh, I gotcha. Go ahead.
That's the name of the show.
I got you.
One of his first few episodes, if not the first episode, they walk up to an active volcano.
Not an inactive or active.
Not an inactive, because that would be boring to walk up to.
Runs every day.
Just go walk up to.
This used to be a volcano right here.
It's no longer sedentary.
Krakatoa. Go ahead.
So then I was thinking, and they walk up to it, and there's just lava just spewing about.
Okay.
All this red molten rock. And I asked Gina, I said, in the movies, when you, like, Terminator 2, he's going down into that molten whatever.
That's not a volcano.
And I know, but he gives a thumbs up.
That was not realistic. The three best volcanoes.
Dante's Peak?
Dante's Peak, number 1. Joe versus the Volcano, a very underrated Tom Hanks movie.
Never seen it.
And then, finally, Tommy Lee Jones in Volcano, where they stop a volcano.
Are those the only 3?
Well, there's multiple volcano shows, but Dante's Peak is the best.
Okay, Dante's Peak. The grandma's walking across that lake, and she like burns up, pushing the family out.
Necessary. And I mean,
you're going to let your grandma die?
Push, Mildred! Push!
She's like the oldest one there. Like, how careless how heartless can you be to let your grandma hop out of the boat? Because she's like, I've lived my life.
She's got a point.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
She's got a point.
Get out there.
Do you know? But
Gam, get out there.
Pierce Brosnan lost some points off his man card by letting grandma jump out there and just push the boat. I'm just saying that. Like, you've been in those situations where somebody is trying to help you and you're like, I don't need your help. You're making me look bad. Am I the only person that does that? Where literally somebody is helping me where I'm like, don't help me. You're making me look bad. I do that.
That's pride.
That is pride. I'm a very prideful person.
You are very prideful.
I exude pride.
You that's a... wait, hold on.
Your mic is off. He cut your mic off.
Say it again, Enrique.
He's the definition of pride.
Right. I'm very
That's
prideful.
not a good thing.
No, it's not. But you know what? Pride, self-confidence
comes before the fall, according to the scriptures.
Yeah, thank you, Billy Graham cracker. See what I did there? I inserted a joke through various means, and also referenced your love for sweets. I find that in terms of, to answer your question, because I am a firefighter / paramedic / RN / basically healthcare hero. I'm everything you want to be. I would think that one would die due to contact with the actual lava, the liquid hot magma.
Because it would instantly disintegrate. Not just the surface.
But that's the movies. It makes you think it instantly disintegrates
your
you.
epidermis.
It does not.
No, you burn. You burn. Your epidermis.
You burn up.
Would be a flame.
Well,
and your dermis.
Okay, well, not like instantly. Like
you'd be hot.
Be really hot. Yeah.
Sadly, what I think, I read that the lava and magma are denser than one thinks. So if you were to fall into it, it's not like you just fall into it and like boof, you're a flame.
No,
and
you
then
lay
you're
on
gone.
top of it.
Like you lay on top of it because
and
it's pretty dense.
Yes.
And then like your back is just on fire.
Nobody thought lava was smart.
If it was a smart lava, it would envelop you.
Correct. But
it's a dense lava. So you lay on top of it.
So yes, you would die from burning to death, which is like the most painful way to die.
But I've also this is my question. Whenever you look up these, I haven't looked up best ways to die. It's not something I've done. But
best ways to die.
But if you look up how to the best ways to die, if you look that up,
why are you getting so morbid? Okay. Is this an intervention? We love you. I know I make fun of how fat you are. But that's for fun.
Burning alive.
I couldn't imagine
atrocious.
It is atrocious.
Drowning seems atrocious.
It is atrocious.
But when you look them up,
I've nearly done both of them.
I don't know where they get their info from.
From people who've nearly drowned. I nearly drowned in a freak scuba diving accident.
So when you nearly drown, people often say there's this euphoria, and I've heard that's one of the best ways to die.
I saw a mermaid. Not a little one. A very large mermaid was coming for me.
That was me.
No,
I dove down to rescue you.
No, you were. I didn't even know you.
I reached out with my hand and grabbed you and saved you.
Didn't.
Then came the mouth to mouth, and your pride didn't allow it.
You're so buoyant. You couldn't get down there to save me.
I had big flippers on, and I was kicking ferociously to get down deep.
Is that your question?
But it was like, and then when I was researching how do you die in lava, it said it would be very quick.
Yeah, fire.
Like one thing I looked up said it was like point so many seconds.
Wow.
If you were to like fall into it head first.
Yeah. It's like falling into the sun.
Instant death.
Like we sent the first satellite into the sun here recently, into the corona of the sun.
The corona.
That's what they call it, the eye corona. Which is actually also I believe the name of the song that plays during the
corona.
the Johnny Knoxworth film.
Johnny Knoxworth. Yes.
Knoxville? We know the one where they do stupid stuff.
Grandpa?
Yeah. No, the other one.
Grandpa?
The one with Steve.
Tell me about the good old days.
I don't know why you want to keep talking about volcanoes. We have other things we need to talk about.
Volcanoes and death.
Volcanoes and death makes me think of heat and temperature and terraforming Mars.
And now a hard merge into board games.
I bet there's volcanoes on Mars.
There are. There's
Are there?
No.
There's no magma.
No, but there's water. They found water. Have you not been keeping up with stuff?
There's been no reported magma coming from Mars.
I bet there's magma down deep. Enrique, what are you doing?
I am twisting this rubber band on my finger, sir.
About your finger.
What about my finger?
No, I'm saying about your finger.
About my finger?
No, don't. Just stop. This is one of the worst podcasts.
You've never heard of about your finger?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's like, it just means about your finger, like around it.
A roundabout. Oh. Like a roundabout's that circular thing that goes on.
I mean,
in
I'm not gonna start describing your finger like this is not about your finger, but it's about your finger, like around it.
Around your phalange. Like those roundabouts in London where they drive around you around in a circle. Like in America, we stop at a red light.
Yeah.
We take a left or a right. Here we do right on red because we can stop and then go.
Yeah.
But they have roundabouts in England. And in Australia, they do those power, what do they call them? What did Vinoy show me? Langford showed me this. The curve, they pull up and then they take a right. What's that called?
I don't know what you're talking. Y'all had that whole discussion.
Traffic.
Like it's turning right on red. Or turning left.
No, it's like, but when you drive on the left side, you have to do
it's turning left on red. It's not that hard.
You're turning right, but they're driving on the left side.
It makes no sense. It's the same thing here.
No, it's not.
No,
It is.
No, it's not. No, it's
Just put yourself on the opposite side of the road.
Langford,
But
call in.
It's not that complicated.
You're crossing traffic.
Okay, so it's the same thing as here turning left.
You don't turn left on red here.
You turn right on red.
Yeah, but you don't turn left on red.
And I bet there you don't turn right on red either.
Yes, you do.
No.
That's the thing.
No.
It's how you do it.
No.
Listen, you are ignorant.
You can't even say it.
Ignorant. I didn't want to. Yes.
Ignert. IGNERNT.
I say ignorant because you are inert. You don't move. You don't.
I am often inert, but right now I am sedimentary.
On Terraforming Mars,
Like magma.
the Ares expedition.
Sedimentary magma turns into what?
Islands.
Coal.
Hawaii.
Lava.
Hawaii.
I lava you.
Which is where, isn't that where Jason Momoa lives?
Yes.
Is he Samoan? I don't know. I just assumed that he was.
I don't know. Jason Samoa?
Well, I was asking because I know that's where the is it the Tet? What is that up there that they're having?
No, it's the
Oh, I keep forgetting. You look it up. You are the worst producer. You have the internet.
I thought Enrique was the producer.
You're also the
when
host.
am I a producer?
Enrique, what have you been up to while he looks this up?
Jason Momoa.
What have I been up to?
That's what I just asked.
He was born Joseph
working.
Jason Namakeaha Momoa.
Namakeawa.
He is straight up Hawaiian.
That's
I did not
nice.
know that.
What is his name? Does his name mean something, or is that just that's a cool name?
Through his marriage to Bonet, Momoa is the stepfather to Zoe Kravitz,
Is she related to Lenny?
Bonet's daughter with ex-husband musician Lenny Kravitz.
I love Lenny Kravitz.
I love Zoe.
I want to fly away. I don't know who Zoe is. Are you talking about?
She's going to be Catwoman in the new The Batman. The Batman.
Oh, that one. I'll
Yes.
take that back. I'm looking forward to that with Arpad.
I know you are.
And my man,
My
Paul Dano.
Dano.
I love Paul Dano. Enrique, what were you saying?
Well, I've been mainly waiting
Thanks for that.
You've been mainly waiting for what?
for a game release.
Oh,
What?
What was your question to him? And I don't
asked him
understand
What
his
I was
answer.
doing.
his answer makes no sense.
Wait. You asked him what he's been doing.
And he said he's
And his
mainly
answer is,
waiting.
I've been mainly waiting. So what does waiting involve? Doing nothing?
Nothing.
Sitting at your home.
Yes. And working.
Oh, working.
Yes.
Working involves waiting.
Yes.
What game
Okay.
are you waiting on? Like I'm interested at all.
Oh, yeah, because you look...
Because fans will ask, and I have to ask because people like you for some reason.
I've been mainly waiting for Elden Ring.
Elden Ring?
Elden Ring.
That's a group of old
It's a
people.
guy named Eldon.
Oh, it's an old man named Eldon.
My name's Eldon. Here's my ring.
I gotta find my wedding band. I want to be buried with it. Martha!
Eldon.
Eldon! And then they go on a search. And they go down to the basement.
They go down the basement.
I failed!
They go.
Push the fall alarm!
They have to go through all the
Get the fire department, come let me up! Martha!
all the skull cans.
Martha! Get the dog off me!
Goes down to his meth lab.
I was trying to cook me up some stimulants.
Eldon on antihistamines. Go ahead.
It sounds like a great game. Go ahead. I'm
hoping it's a great game.
I'm intrigued.
Hopefully.
Eldon's rings.
Yeah, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
No, wait. Eldon.
Ring.
A singular Eldon. A singular ring.
Yeah.
What's it about?
So far, what I've gathered, what it is about is that it is a land that has been broken into pieces of where I guess some type of power called the Elden Ring has been shattered, and it has put a disarray in this world called the I can't even think of the land. The
USSR.
Down under.
This sounds like the USSR.
But this land has been in disarray of the
Disarray or data ray?
But no. So basically, this land has been kind of like shattered over the power that they call the Elden Ring. That has been shattered, and this world has been the worlds between. That's what the
worlds
world is.
between.
The worlds between.
The worlds between the Elden Ring.
So this power, the Elden Ring, has been shattered, and all the rulers of the land, all the rulers have gone into this crazed kind of phase of
crazed phase.
Like, are they intermittent fasting? What are they doing? I'm sold on this. When does it come out?
Crazed phase
February,
of intimate rulers.
The 22nd or 24th.
Elden's Rings.
Well, you'll know where I'll be. What is it coming out on?
I'll be waiting in line at Hastings for my newest copy.
N64? I got mine. I'll dust it off.
Actually, it's coming out for
I'm blowing the cartridge right now.
Got that rumble pack.
all the last generation consoles.
Last generation?
Yeah,
No,
like-
so the one I'm not playing now, it's the
Well-
previous one.
Well, yeah, Xbox One,
You have to buy the oldest copy.
and then for
I've got the
PlayStation
Xbox
4.
One. I got to go back and buy the Xbox 360
That's okay. Look,
to play Elden's Rings
I want to talk about board games because that's why people
in the crazed
Then
phase.
let's talk about board
People
games.
tune in to listen about things that are board game related. And Terraforming Mars, Ares. This is like Jerry's expedition.
Jerry's.
I'll just give this brief review for you.
Oh, God.
I don't like Terraforming Mars. There's no reason to ever play Terraforming Mars or to own Terraforming Mars if you have Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. It completely killed the game for me in every way, shape, or form.
Every way, shape, or form.
It did not fix my biggest gripe about the game,
Mine either.
but I can fix my biggest gripe about the game.
Not really.
Yeah, you can.
Are you in a house rule separating the cards?
Yep.
Okay.
And I've done it,
Well,
and it works.
Well, make it clearer.
Okay, so here's the deal. Terraforming Mars, which is a very popular Stronghold Games board game back in the day,
Bored is right.
which had terrible
BORED.
terrible production value.
I could print and play this better.
Correct. Terraforming Mars was the essence of overhyped and overrated. Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition is sold in like Target or some other foul place.
I got mine off Amazon, so I don't
I think
know.
it's like in Target. But in Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition,
Gotta say Ares Expedition now.
I'm just going to call it Ares Expedition.
Please do.
It's a little bit of like Roll for the Galaxy, Race for the Galaxy type thing where you're selecting a card, which basically has co-opted the Puerto Rico mechanism where you select an action and that action you get a little bit of a bonus, that type thing. And then all the card play that
You select, we follow, but whoever selected gets a bonus.
exactly. All the cards, the stupid amount of cards that's in Terraforming Mars is in Ares Expedition. The thing that they removed is there's no reason. I've said it a dozen times. There's no reason for a board in Terraforming Mars. There's just not. And there's no reason for a board in this game. It's just to keep score. And
Yeah,
those
they
little-
just had it for the oceans, but I mean, you could make the oceans cards very easily.
Very easily. And so they fixed that and they took away the stupid scoring, the achievements.
The individual achievements and milestones.
Right. So I will never play Terraforming Mars again. Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition is a slightly shorter, at least. Thank God.
The last time I played a 3-player game of Terraforming Mars, it was several hours.
And you're still playing it. It
But
goes on forever.
We played a 3-player game of Ares. Now, this was the learning game, blah, blah, blah. I'd say we played it in what, 2 hours, hour and a half?
It was 2 hours. And in this game, at the very least, the one thing that has always drove me crazy about Terraforming Mars is that they don't segregate the cards out into stages like 1, 2, or 3. So you have a lot of in-game cards that you end up in your hand. That's fine in this game. I didn't particularly mind it. But in Terraforming Mars, it's very obvious. In Ares Expedition, it's not.
Well,
I'll never play Terraforming Mars again. This killed it.
This is true. What you said is true. The thing I liked about this is that you don't have to pay for the cards you keep.
Correct.
In Terraforming Mars, you do. $3 a card, I think. And this one, you do not. You just keep them.
And the only
and you
way...
you can get rid of them for $3 a card, not $1 a card in Terraforming Mars. It's
much more friendlier.
It is friendlier, but yet at the same time, the most frustrating thing to me and Jerry in this game was it still did not fix the most obscene thing that we find wrong with Terraforming Mars is that it did not segregate the cards into green, blue, red.
And if you want a good example of that, just play Underwater Cities. If you like Terraforming Mars and you want a deep strategy game that's got crunchy numbers and a board and all that jazz, Underwater Cities is the game for you. If you don't own Terraforming Mars, good for you. Just buy Ares Expedition. It's it.
It
kills it to me. Enrique, you have thoughts.
Sorry. You're right. You're right. I'm going. Enrique.
He's the fan favorite.
Enrique, you have thoughts.
Speak.
THOUGHTS.
Not to THOTS.
No.
And mainly my thoughts are just
those are on Instagram.
Are just it's the card segregation. It's just I got a bunch of cards that were none of them were end game. Not a single one of them was end game.
You had no end game cards.
I had no end game cards. Not a single.
And those tend to be the blue cards. And that's why I told Jerry. Jerry had a couple of them. I had one that I drew at the very end of the round. And it was frustrating because me and Enrique were all in on greens. We were upgrading our personal boards, like increasing our money, increasing
I had 13 greens.
Yeah, you had no in-game cards.
Increasing our heat, increasing our plant growth, and that's cool.
Heat and plant growth is cool.
It is cool, but it's not useful if you can't use it in any other situation.
Well, I mean, you can use those for immediate points, kind of. You could, but what's frustrating is that very fact that, like, I could not just say I want a blue card, I want a green card, I want a red card that is expensive, but it provides this like big boom of things on the board.
If you want a green card, you should have married me. And all your cards weren't in-game cards.
My dad has a green card.
They were all Winter Soldier cards.
Actually, my dad no longer. He became a legal citizen 2 years ago.
He did. I called INS every day.
I know. I said, don't trust. I said, Dad, I'm friends with Jerry, and he's calling INS every day.
I said, you best learn up. Let's
he
get that
did.
card. And he did.
And he would like review his history questions with me, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know where Illinois is. Like, if they had actual questions, I couldn't pass. I couldn't. I don't understand most of American
And it's
history.
like, what president was president number 27?
Who knows? That was Garfield.
Yes, he hates Mondays and lasagna.
He loves lasagna.
What if they said, President Garfield, what does he hate most? He put Mondays and lasagna.
I think he got shot. Wasn't Garfield the one that got shot?
I think so, sadly.
I think he got
He may have got the old assassinated.
Why?
He got shot in the butt.
Why?
Assassinated.
No, that's assassinated. Oh.
Not to make fun of potential homicide.
We have made fun of presidential assassination. The FBI is now tuning in. Our download should go up.
Part of the Gateway Network. You're welcome, Ryan.
Thank you, Special Agent
Check
Edwards.
out Bad Board Game Covers.
On IG. Enrique, rate Terraforming Mars, please, on a scale of 0 to 20.
0 to 37.
Because that's the
Okay,
arbitrary
we'll do
number.
just the simple version and 1 through 10.
No, 0 to 20.
No.
No, 0 to 37. -5 to 0 to
Stop giving me numbers. We're doing 1 through 10.
Okay, go.
It's a 5.5 at least.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
This is your lowest ranked game.
5.5 at least.
This is your lowest ranked game.
I'm so confused and amazed.
You enjoyed this. Your Areola.
I enjoyed it, but there's a lot
They
of
were
flaws
erect
to
the
it.
whole time.
There's a lot of flaws to it.
What?
One, they
What
they-
a flaws.
Not a lot of flaws.
Flavian?
Let's just
Floss.
say flaws. They put in
I floss every night.
like the board. They didn't need the board. They didn't, as you said.
Don't let my opinion sway you that much.
Yeah, but,
I am anti-board.
But how
For
is
someone who
Board
likes
game
board
snobs.
games, I am anti-board. I know this.
But it's mainly it's
Welcome to the Board Game Snobs. We hate boards.
What's known as cardboard?
We hate gaming. We hate cards.
I hate meeples.
it's just mainly a way to just show just a couple of things that
You're
It's scoring.
and
Temperature.
and that's just a minor thing.
No way. It's
You're ridiculous.
It is a minor thing because you have to mine to produce heat and oxygen.
a minor, not a minor.
and that's not why I'm giving.
Are you talking about 18 and younger?
No,
Or are
minor.
you talking about digging for coal?
Minor. They got coal on
No,
their
just
hands.
like no,
okay.
like minor as just in,
Minor.
as tiny.
Minor?
Small?
Just like your hands?
Just
Yeah,
shove them.
minor.
You get your kids.
not huge.
You make them go down there and dig for gold.
But that's
it's free.
and that's not why it.
and unless the
It's the
government
score
finds
I
you,
gave it.
They can find diamonds with their tiny hands.
send them into those crevices.
It is mainly the segregation of the cards.
This is the lowest ranked game you've ever
A
ranked.
5.5.
I've never
shocked.
heard. You are
I'm
out of your mind.
Absolutely shocked.
Out of your mind. And Reggae, this game is at least a 5.6. And Gabi, rate this game for me.
5.7.
No, I actually somewhat well, I don't like Terraforming Mars. So the fact that they've done a rendition that's cheap and has it's cheaper than Terraforming Mars and has a better production value.
Okay, hold on.
A better production value.
For real.
FR.
Let me give a FR response. Jerry hit on it. This game, the original designers involved Frixilius. The game boards are inlaid, fantastic. They miniaturized the planet where only oceans are necessary. You could change those into cards, but it's a little bit of extra production value that you flip over those oceans. Okay, fine, that's great. The card stock, okay. The book, the rule book had that texture feel to it. It was very nice. Very nice. This game was finally produced. This game is the game that they should have came out with. This is Terraforming Mars after many reviews and after being scaled down, streamlined. This is what it should have been. Even though they still failed to, as we have brought out, to make the cards either era related or at least science technology, like there's green cards, there's blue and red cards. They need to separate those. They've got to. I can't believe they didn't do that with this rendition of this game. It's still very multiplayer solitaire. There's zero interaction other than we're all running up this stuff together. The three, it's running up oceans, heat, and oxygen. Those are the three parameters in the original game. This game does Terraforming Mars much better, much quicker, with better components. I give it a 6.5.
Lindsay just messaged us on IG saying Eric just bought this. You know, Eric, the guy who likes Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Especially in Hollywood.
And
no, Beverly Hills, I mean.
And
he likes rich Chihuahuas.
Which is...
He doesn't care about those Chihuahuas that are on the side of the road begging for money.
I am poor. Poor Chihuahuas.
I'm a poor Chihuahua guy.
What did Eric say?
He said that they've only played it twice, and they asked, do you like it? And I put, yes, we do. You like it, don't you?
I like it, but if they just change...
Big butt in there. Big butts, and you do not lie.
The main mechanic of the game, which is the card.
Dominic Toretto is the main mechanic in any game.
Yeah, but the main mechanic of this game is the cards.
Oh no, that is right. You're eye rolling me right now.
I'm trying to eye roll you, but this Weller you've given me is like kicked in, and I do not even. I went to eye roll you, and I closed one eye, the other eye
blinked it.
I blinked. I couldn't do it.
Closed one eye and rotated your head 360 degrees.
I'm pretty sure you just put rubbing alcohol in this. I think you're trying to kill me.
Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. It's a fine game. It improves upon Terraforming Mars. I would say just play it solo.
Yeah, there's no player interaction at all, and
it does have a co-op mode, which I'm interested in.
I hate co-opting.
I know you do, but I would like to play this co-op and see what it's talking about.
You made me play that other co-op game,
Regicide.
Regicide.
And it was a good game that Jerry didn't give a chance, did he, Enrique? He was busy, interested in playing Monsters Expedition. Trevor, Monster Expedition sucks.
Yeah, Trevor, real fast.
Trevor Franklin of Cardboard Cave and Retro Bliss.
No. You didn't tell me it was that Trevor.
It's Trevor. His name's Trevor. What else do you need to know?
Every Trevor I know is a lowlife.
Every Trevor I know.
I don't know a Trevor that's not a lowlife.
I don't know a single Trevor.
Trevor, the game you're wanting is called
to suck.
Role Player. Just get that. And this 2020 Monster Expedition game by Alexander Pfister.
It was meh.
The fist man has lost his touch.
Or try Proving Grounds.
Well, okay, but you didn't finish. What did Lindsay say? I'm interested.
That's it. That's all she said.
She's one of my favorite listeners.
She's probably, yeah.
They just had an anniversary. They've been married for a mini good year right now.
Nice.
So, Jerry, what do you rank Terraforming Mars?
It's a 6. It's a 5 or 6.
Well, did I give it a 6.5?
Yeah.
I'm the highest.
Yeah, you are.
Enrique, you gave it a 5.5.
It's just like
Enrique's really refined his tastes, I guess you could say.
Because the core mechanic of the game is the cards.
The core mechanic would be magma.
Yeah, the core of the game is.
And if you fell into that, how would you die?
Is the cards
is the
and if you can't have the core mechanic work, then I
work my core every day.
Your core has never been engaged.
I have been doing crunches this whole podcast.
Look at his core; it's all flabby.
What are you talking about? I'm the strongest core here. I'm doing Kegel exercises while we do this podcast.
My sphincter has been engaged this whole time.
Why are you laughing so hard? Why are you laughing? You thought that was funny.
Really cracked himself up.
You really thought that was funny.
Because I got a reaction from you.
Okay,
that's why.
Okay.
He yearns for your reactions, Jerry.
Okay. That's okay.
He really did.
That's what you really thought that's funny.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Gabi.
This is Jerry.
This is
Thank you for listening to the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.